In this video, I'm going to be showing you how to stop yourself from burning out in high school by giving you the 5 easy ways to avoid high school burnout. So let's get started. Number 1, talk to friends. Talking to friends can help you out so much in so many different ways, and one of those main ways is that socializing can help relieve your stress as long as you are not procrastinating. Because when you procrastinate by socializing, it's in the back of your head like, oh, I have to study tonight, I have to do my homework tonight, and you're just kind of thinking about that in the back of your mind the whole time, which makes it, one, not fun, and two, when you go back home to do your studying or homework or whatever, then you're just more stressed because you have to rush to do it rather than just socializing when you actually have the time to be engaged and have fun with it. So make sure that you're socializing when you aren't procrastinating. And even for me right now, trying to fit in talking to friends has been quite difficult, especially because my two best friends are in different states. One of them's in California and one of them's in Utah, so obviously we can't meet up or anything like that. But we are trying to FaceTime and call and whatever as much as we can, but we're really trying to fit that in more because when we do call or Zoom or whatever, it really helps us out and just, relieves our stress and makes us just feel so much better that we have friends to talk to about what's going on with school and everything else. So just try to fit that in whenever you can. Talking to friends can also help you figure out how they're doing in school, especially if you go to the same school. You can figure out if you're both stressed and overwhelmed with the same class, but just knowing that you're not alone can help you out so much more than you think. Number 2, reward yourself. If you have something to look forward to after you're done completing your work, you are much more likely to get your work done more efficiently and be able to have more fun once you're done. Just knowing that you completed all your work and you can just have fun without worrying about it. And it's not just about efficiency, it's also about your sanity. And this is because high school is not just meant for you to be working all the time. You go to school and you go home and you do homework and you go to sleep. Like, that's no fun at all. That's not what high school is about. It's not just meant for having fun and doing whatever either. Like, you do want to try to get good grades so you get into college and yada yada yada. You've heard all that before. But you want to try hard, but you also want to leave time for yourself to have fun and to do things you want to do. And with that, try to make that reward that you give yourself after you're done working to be something that you actually enjoy and that's really fulfilling, not just scrolling through Instagram or TikTok. And trust me, having just chill time or whatever be your reward is not very fulfilling. You don't have to reward yourself with something that takes a lot of work, like painting or something. If you just don't feel like it, that's totally fine. But maybe it can be watching your favorite TV show or movie, or taking a nice walk outside, or FaceTiming your friend. Something that will actually make you happy and not just feel like you wasted your time. Number 3, set reasonable daily goals. This kind of goes along with the last one, and that if you complete all of your goals that you set for your day, then you'll just be much happier. And even if you do have more work or studying to do eventually, and it's just not due the next day or that night or anything like that, you don't have to do it all in one sitting in one day. Just set a couple goals that you think are feasible, that you can actually get done, and then you'll be much happier when you do get them done. And the reason I say reasonable is because that's something I have trouble with myself even right now. I set too many goals for myself to complete during the day that just aren't possible, and even though I complete some of the goals, I'm not happy because I didn't complete all of them, even though it's just not possible. So I really try now to set about 3 goals for myself during the day. And if I get those 3 goals done at a certain time and I feel like I could add a few more in, then I add 2 more. It's just a better way to go about things than setting all these goals and getting to even 75% of them and then still being disappointed. Like, that just sucks. And this way, even if I have more work or studying to do, I end the day happy that I completed the goals that I did and not sad about the stuff I didn't get to because it didn't even matter that day. Number 4, take classes that you can handle. Notice how I said what you can handle, not your friends, not your siblings, not what Stanford says you should take. Just you. Even if you want to get into a school like Stanford, if you're taking too many hard classes that you just know you can't handle, you will be overly stressed all the time, your grades will suffer, and then because of that, you won't have time to do things like sports and clubs and other things like that schools like Stanford like to see on applications. So really, it's just not worth it. High school burnout starts with making decisions based on what you think will get you into college and not based on what you think you can handle. And I'm not saying don't challenge yourself. Challenging yourself is a great way to prepare for college. I'm just saying to not push yourself so hard that you are so overwhelmed that you just don't know what to do anymore. I've seen it happen. People that are super ambitious and take a lot of AP classes because they know that's what gets people into college, and then they find themselves not able to handle it, and then instead of just working super hard and studying all night and blah, 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 they get burnt out, so they just stop trying because they just see no point in trying anymore. And I don't want that for anyone. And you may think that this has no chance of happening to you because you're a great student and you always get good grades and all this stuff, but the reason I'm making this video is because it does happen to people. So just do yourself a favor and make the decisions that are right for you. One example where I had to make this kind of decision myself is when I chose to go to University of Oregon over UC Berkeley. And there were many reasons for this, but one big one was that I knew at UC Berkeley I wouldn't have nearly as much time to do the things that I love, such as theater and art and now even YouTube and all of that kind of stuff that I just love doing and expressing my creativity, because I would be spending so much time doing schoolwork and studying, and it just wasn't worth it for me to sacrifice the fun part of my life to go to Berkeley. And of course, I'm not saying that this happens to everyone at Berkeley. I just base this on the rigor of the school, and the fact that it's super difficult to get into also is telling of that, and I just use that information to base that factor of my decision on. And lastly, and I think the most important in this video, is number 5. Remember, you're human. I've heard the term going around lately that people want to be like a so-called productive machine. Even though being productive is great, aspiring to be machine-like is not. Unlike machines, we have lives to live with fun things that we want to experience and sad times that we have to work through. So expecting yourself to be at optimal productivity all the time is just not reasonable. For example, on Thursday, I took my chemistry midterm exam, and the night before, on Wednesday, I had stayed up pretty late studying and making sure I was prepared and all that stuff, and I was super stressed about it. So on Friday, which was yesterday as of right now, instead of getting up at my normal time of 7:30 and getting ready really quick and getting right to work, I decided that I needed a break. So instead, I just slept in a little more and then got up when I wanted to, took my time to do my makeup, put on a cute outfit, and go outside and take some pictures. And then I did some cleaning afterwards, which was oddly therapeutic. It was just nice to spend my morning just taking it slow and taking a break. Even though Saturday could have been my break, I knew that I really needed a break on Friday, so I took it. Even though I know that I could have gotten a lot more done yesterday and the weekend could have been a lot more of a break, I knew that I needed that break yesterday for my own sanity. So just remember that you are human and it is perfectly okay to take some time for your own mental health. And those were 5 easy ways to avoid high school burnout. I really hope you learned something from this video that you can apply to your daily life. And if you did, make sure to give this video a thumbs up and comment down below what you learned or what you'd like to see from me next. And make sure you're subscribed for more of this kind of content. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you soon. Bye!